The hardest part about pen making isn't turning the pen. It's all the setup beforehand. You spend more time setting up all the things you have to do, choosing your lathe, what tools, what pen kit, what pen finish, thinking about every step. Something that should take minutes takes a lot longer and a lot more effort than it should. And that's where people get frustrated and stop. If you're just starting, you don't need options. You need a system. One that removes decisions so you can actually focus on doing what you want to do, which is making a pen. Don't overcomplicate this. Let's have some fun. Let's start with cutting your blank. First thing, we're going to lay the pen tubes on the pen blank. Give about a 1/16 of an inch on either edge, and then mark your pen blank. If you're using a bandsaw or a scroll saw, just cut on the line. If you use a chop saw, remember that's a 1/4 of an inch thick blade, so you're going to have to add a little bit more on either end. Now we're going to drill. For beginners, I would say drilling on the lathe is simpler and easier because everything stays aligned. The blank spins on center and the drill bit comes perfectly horizontal in. Less guesswork and less chance of drilling off center. When you drill on the drill press, you're going to need something to hold the blank perpendicular. You may run a little off center when drilling on a drill press, but that's not a problem once you put it on the lathe and turn it. Next, you're going to glue the tubes into the pen blank. Plug the ends of your pen tubes with base plate wax. It will keep the glue out of the tubes. You can use CA glue or you can use 5-minute epoxy. 5-minute epoxy takes a little longer to cure, but it is a much stronger bond than CA glue. I usually wait around 15 minutes after I use it before I can turn with it. 5-minute epoxy is gap filling, so if there's any wiggle room in there while you were drilling, it will take up the room and give it a nice strong bond. If you use CA glue, just be aware of one thing. CA glue is faster and it sets in seconds, but it can cure halfway up the tube if there's any delay on your part. When using the disc sander, sand the blank until it's just even with the brass. Do not oversand the blank. If you do, you will shorten the tube and your pen pieces will not fit properly when assembled. A quick note on time. It's roughly going to take about 90 minutes or so for your first pen. But as you progress in your pen making journey, the time is going to be reduced dramatically. So before you put your pen blanks on your lathe, let's set this up. You're going to need a mandrel and push it in hard. You're going to need a mandrel saver in the tailstock. Push that in hard. You want to make sure that your lathe is set at the proper height. So if I stand here and I have my elbow bent like this, I am just about at the mandrel height, which is a comfortable height. You want to have your feet about shoulder width apart. You want to be on the balls of your feet and you want to be relaxed. So when you start to turn, you're not all hunched over and squeezing hard on this. Next, you're going to put your pen blanks on. Slide your pen blank on, put a bushing in there, slide another pen blank on, put your other bushing on, and now we're going to bring up your tailstock, sliding it over, engaging it, and putting some pressure on the tailstock, just a little bit like that to hold everything. Lock this down, bring up your tool rest, set your tool rest height so that it's going to be approximately at center when your tool is on here. So when you rest your tool on your tool rest, you are at or slightly below center, which I am right there. So speed-wise, I turn this at about 2,000, 2,200 RPM. I'm using carbide tools. I'm going to lay this on here, and when I'm going to go straight in with it, just like this, and take light bites. If you go too hard like that, you can actually stop it. If you stop it, a couple things. You can tighten up the tailstock a little bit, but more importantly, just take a lighter bite and you'll be fine.
When the tool's cutting right, it almost peels the wood. Take light bites and thin shavings will come off cleanly. However, if you're too aggressive with the tool, you can tear up the blank.
I start in the middle of the pen blank and work out toward the ends. I don't start at the end and come in because if I get a catch, I can ruin my blank. I'm going to switch over to a different carbide tool. It's negative rake still, but it's a little square, so I can smooth this out. If you're first starting out, you can leave it proud of the bushings and sand down to it, to the bushings. Or if you feel confident, you can actually turn all the way down to the bushings and then sand. Since I've been doing this just a few times, I'm going to take it pretty much down to the bushings, and then I'm going to lightly sand it. That's the top half, the bottom half. Now we're ready to sand. I'm going to use some sandpaper now. I'm starting at 150 and I fan it out like this, so I have everything right here in my hand. I'll start at 150 and I'll work all the way up to 600. I'm going to get it flush with the bushings. Now, some people will stop this now and they'll start to sand with the grain. You don't really have to do that, because each time you go to the next grit, you're going to remove the scratches from this one, from the previous grit. So that was 150. This is 240. Next is 320. And again, I've got them positioned in my hand, so it just makes it nice and easy to move from one to the next one. This is 400. And you see, I'm not spending an hour on each grit like some people. They say, I sand too much. Well, you do sand too much probably. This is 600. And now I'm going to go to 800. Turn this off, and I'm looking at it, and it is really nice. I don't see any scratches. I see nothing in there. It's very, very smooth and ready for my finish. We're going to use one of my favorite finishes on this: Aussie oil and Yorkshire grit. We're going to place the Yorkshire grit on first, and then we'll use the Aussie oil. When you use Aussie oil, make sure you shake it up really good, because it does separate. We're going to start by using just a little bit of the Yorkshire micro grit. Just put a little bit on one, put a little bit on the other. And then I'm going to use a paper towel, and I'm just going to get a lot of friction on this. I'm going to get it really hot. Work it really hard, really deep, like that. And it's got a nice satin finish to it now. Now I'm going to put the Aussie oil on. Again, shake this up real good. And you don't need a lot of this. I mean a tiny little bit. Okay? Just a drop like that. Lathe back on. Now you can start to really see that shine. And I'm really putting a lot of friction to this. You can put as many coats on as you want. So that's one coat. I'm going to put another coat on this. Again, just a little bit of this on here. A little bit on that one. A little bit on this one, and I'm really putting some friction to this, getting it nice and hot. Dry spot on the towel, and there's your finish. Once your pen is finished, we're going to assemble the pen. You have two choices. You can assemble it with something like this, which goes in the headstock, this goes in the tailstock, or you can use a pen press. I'm going to choose to do 1/2 with this and 1/2 with the pen press. We're going to assemble the upper barrel. Please read the instructions twice, but assemble only once. It'll save you a lot of grief. The first thing they're asking you to do is press in the lower barrel piece like this. Next, we're going to press the tip in. I'm going to push it in a little bit, slide it in here like this, and now I'm going to use the pen press. And then your coupler is going to go in here like this. Look at what we just did. No complicated steps, no overthinking, just a clean, repeatable process. And the goal is to make pen turning fun, something sustainable, something you can do over and over again. And that's what we just did today. Most people don't quit pen making because they can't do it. They quit because getting started feels harder than it should be. So simplify this whole thing. One tool, one setup, one process, and just start turning. So for now, happy turning, everyone.